Be at peace. Be at peace evermore.
My Cosette
shall live in my protection.
Take her now.
Your child will want for nothing.
Good monsieur, you've come from God in heaven.
And none shall ever harm Cosette as long as
I swear, I am going to buy a stuffed animal just to rip its head off in front of a small child.
Oh, fancy.
I mean, how hard is it to change a couple of light bulbs? That's all we need is for someone to fall off the stage again. Billy. 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 Billy.
Oh, Liz.
Hi. How are you? It's me. Can you believe it? On a weekday, no less.
I'm sorry. I was up late last night with strike. All the actors bailed, so it was just me, and there I was.
Did you give yourself Jean Valjean mutton chops again?
No, this.
Save it for your diary. There's tons to do here today.
No. Yeah.
Oh, come on, Billy, get it together. The new order's here in 7 hours, and you need to call a staff meeting now.
I dreamed a dream in time gone by.
Let me borrow your pen a minute.
I don't have a pen.
Pencil then.
I don't have a pencil.
You got paper. Why do you have paper if you don't have anything to write with?
Origami.
Okay, guys. Because the new owner's gonna be here today, we're gonna have to reschedule the postmortem on our last shoe.
What happened to the last donor anyway?
No one is sure. He mysteriously vanished into thin air.
That's not what happened.
So what did happen?
He stopped paying the mortgage and the city took ownership. Then came Moises Perdue.
And so where's the owner again?
I see where you're going with this. But he didn't vanish. He's somewhere.
Maybe thin air?
Perdue. What kind of name is that?
Well, the etymology is definitely French.
Okay, well, be that as it may. Redo. Right. Be that as it may, let's just cut to the fact. The show bombed, but that wasn't any of our fault, so thank God for that.
It was a mockery. It was a mockery and an affront to the theater.
I didn't get it at all.
It's one of the great masterpieces of the 20th century.
Listen, wasn't anything great about what I saw on that stage. Unless by great you mean bad.
This is why we never get anything done.
Come on, guys.
Forget the content of the play. The casting was inadequate. The directing stilted. The scene design inadequate.
What do you do here again?
You know, I think that's a trick question. 14 years on the job and still the same mop.
Ew.
I only asked that so I could ask this. What the hell do you know about adequate direction?
There's no way that's the same mob.
I thought the actress who played the son was a riot.
The choreography was atrocious.
It was Death of a Salesman.
Is there choreography in Death of a Salesman?
None at all.
All right, I admit, I didn't see it. I hate theater.
People, can we just focus?
Thank you, Liz. Okay, now there's a huge list of... Why do you work in a theater if you hate... Nope, I'm not gonna let you distract me. Okay, now there's a huge list of things that... Let me ask a question. Do you guys think I get distracted more or less than the average person?
Oh my God, are you actually getting distracted by how easily you get distracted?
Keeps cropping up in my life, Liz. I'll follow up later. Okay, now there's a huge list of things that need to get done. Dwayne, the stage needs to be completely detailed. Paint over the rough spots, remove the glow tape. There's a pile of wood in the back, put it in the dumpster. And for the love of God, check the rat traps.
There won't be any rats. They're too smart for our tricks.
They're rat traps. They're specifically designed to trick rats.
Not our rats.
We'll check them anyway.
Oh, and someone was sick in the balcony last night. This is why we have to stop serving alcohol. People are dragged to these things by other people, and they're like, oh my God, I better be drunk for this. And they start getting bombed before the curtain even opens, and halfway through Wunderbar, they're yakking all over row C.
You know, I'll take care of it. You know, hey, I just came up with a new mess sucker-upper.
I don't think it's really called that.
Is that right?
Yeah. I was gonna call it the Suck King, but now I'm leaning more towards the Dwayne 9000.
Oh, no.
And you brought it to the meeting.
Yes, and I'm glad I did, because otherwise I would have to draw you a picture, and I can't.
Okay. Desmond, the security check the security entrance on the east wall. I was walking in from the parking lot this morning. Looks like someone put tape over the locking thingy.
See, this is a problem, people. Actors gotta have their smokes or vapes or whatnot. So what do? They cover up that lock so they can slip in and out of the theater. They got no respect for security.
I'm sure that's what it was.
I bet if I hook a couple of cables to the door and run a couple thousand volts through it, it'll stop their smoking habit pretty quick.
You know, I could help you with that.
That won't be necessary. Liz, can you write up a couple signs to put up in the dressing room?
Yes, what's the tone?
The tone?
Yeah, I mean, I can be polite or I can be stern.
Oh, well...
How stern is stern? Is it like, keep your goddamn hands off the goddamn door, or, we'll break your face?
It could be. I'd have to write small, though.
How about we try polite first and see what happens? Okay. Terry, do we have volunteers lined up to crew for the next show?
We absolutely do not.
What happened to the ones we just had for Death of a Salesman?
We had to let some of them go. All of them. We had to let all of them go. They won't be asked back.
All of them? What happened?
Well, after the final show, there were several violations of company policy.
Basically, they got messed up and tried to violate one another all over the lighting booth.
Does Jen know?
Was Jen involved?
In her lighting booth? Oh, you have to be kidding. It was all very upsetting. Of course, there were drugs and alcohol involved.
Weed and vodka, nature's assassins.
You know, it was probably more exciting than anything that was going on stage. Not to mention that the lighting booth is not certified for that many people.
Okay. Wow, okay. We need to get more people in, so call everyone you know can use an extra $50.
That's literally everyone I know.
Anime Midwest is this weekend, so I can't get to it until Monday.
Does this have anything to do with that animal thingy on your head?
It's Akuma, and it's my spirit animal.
That's two things I didn't need to know.
We'll just get to it on Monday. What's a spirit animal?
You'll have plenty of time to research spirit animals when we all get fired because this place isn't up to pre-due standards. Have you even Googled him?
Right. Anything else?
Can I get a gun?
Not now.
When?
Literally never.
Okay, Mr. Preedy's gonna be here in a little over 6 hours, so let's get to work and make this place shine.
It's a 120-year-old building. I mean, parts of it are falling off as we speak.
We'll do your best. Okay, break!
Like take a break?
No, like break. Yay, go team!
You're one weird dude.
We're still gonna work, right? Desmond!
So, what do we know about these new owners anyway?
Not much, actually. He and his wife are pretty big deals in the New York theater scene. He's got a reputation as a real ball breaker. They bought the theater from the city when they decided to relocate to the Midwest. Hope he's got big plans for this place.
What does that mean to us? Are they going to let us run the productions, or are they going to bring their own people in?
I haven't heard. Obviously, I hope he keeps things the way they are.
Me too. Although, not everything has to stay the same, Things change, they evolve, they grow.
Not for me. I'm such a creature of habit. I still eat Lucky Charms because that was my favorite cereal when I was a kid.
Don't you like them?
I honestly have no idea.
Oh my God, I cannot believe when this is ever about Billy! look who's here.
Marion, how you doing?
Not well. I received this letter from Moisty Products, apparently the new owner of this rat trap, yesterday. Do you know what it says?
Well, I haven't read it yet, so...
It says that effective immediately, we're doing all of our shows in-house.
It says that effective immediately, you're doing all your shows in-house.
I read it.
The Cornerstone Acting Company has been part of this community and producing shows in this theater since before you were born. We're a resident company. How dare they close the doors on us now?
I know, but I'm sure he doesn't understand that...
Who's gonna produce shows here then, huh? You? Ha, I'd like to see that. Theater is dead in this town. Our audiences can look forward to a collection of nostalgia acts, cover bands, and third-rate comedians from here on out, I suppose.
Ooh, have you heard Van Whalen? They're awesome.
Not helpful. Look, Marion, let me talk it over with the new owner. I'm sure he doesn't realize how important your company is to this community.
Don't bother. I know who the decision maker is. I'm going to speak to Mr. Reflux myself, and he'll have to deal with me.
Looks like the new era is off to a great start. Although I can kind of see it. I mean, attendance has been down the last couple of seasons, and the shows, let's face it, they've been pretty
But this is a theater. What kind of theater doesn't put on shows? The Roman Coliseum doesn't put on shows.
Hey, do you want me to see if Van Walen's available? Ooh, or Journey? That's with an ER, not an OUR. Fleetwood Mac?
Mr. Predu's gonna be here in... raspberries. Is it noon already? I completely lost track of time. I'm late for Mom's weekly lunch date. Can you manage things here while I'm gone?
I manage things here while you're here, Billy.
Yeah, I know. Okay, well, okay, I'll eat as fast as possible.
And don't go swimming for a half hour afterward. Cramps, Billy, cramps!
Whoever did this should see a doctor.
Whoever did this needs a kick in the nuts.
Hey, Dwayne. Hey, Desmond.
Hey, Jen, what's up?
My sanctuary has been profaned.
Yeah, we know. It happened while we were all down at the closing night reception. I'm sorry, Jen. I know how much that lighting booth means to you.
It's more than a lighting booth, Dwayne. It's my portal to inner serenity. It opens up the pathways to my inner creativity. I had the idea for my concerto in that very room.
You wrote a concerto?
I had an idea for a concerto. Now I don't know if it will ever be the same. Once it was an impenetrable fortress. Through its switches, cables, and computer, I was patched into every facet of the theater.
Are you running hidden cameras in there? Because I've been stealing a lot of office supplies.
I know. But what is it now? Can I ever recapture that magic? Who knows, Dwayne? Desmond? Who knows? Is that puke?
That is puke.
Cool.
Well, you'll be happy to know that whoever violated it is no longer in the employ of this theater. In fact, Desmond personally escorted them off the premises.
Karma.
Karma.
Mostly it was the vandalism.
Well, that smells like lunch.
You see how the vomit has a brownish tint to it? You know, that could be an indication of there's a backup in the bowel.
You mean that dude was puking up poop?
Could be. You can see it even though it's dry. You see those dark striations?
Okay, enough with the striations, or I'll be puking and you have 2 piles of puke to clean up. Why do you know so much about vomit?
I've seen a lot of vomit.
How does a person see a lot of vomit? You got kids?
You know, I thought about it, but why?
The life of a maintenance man is a lonely one.
Well, okay, big guy. Let's see if you're everything I think you are.
Bless you.
Bless you.
No, bless you. Did
No,
you
I
sneeze?
didn't sneeze. I thought that was you.
No, it wasn't me. Dude, there's somebody else in here.
Jen?
No, she went that way. Somebody else. Damn it, now I gotta go check it out. Why don't they give me a gun? I told them to give me a gun.
Are you licensed for a firearm?
No, I'm not gonna shoot. I'm just gonna brandish it. And be quiet and get ready to run. Because if it's some hopped up heroin addict, I'm getting the hell out of here, and I will run your ass over. Oh, hell no.
Billy, look at you. You look terrible. Have you lost weight again?
Mom, I weigh the same as I did when we had lunch last week. Why are you talking like that?
It's an accent. Last night I was watching television and there was this little old Jewish woman on and, well, something sad had happened to her son or something, I don't know. Well, it suddenly occurred to me that her accent, well, everything she said had more gravitas, you know? Well, you're an actor, you do accents.
I was an actor and I never did any accents like that, and you can't either.
Well, why not?
Because it's offensive.
To whom?
Everyone, Mom.
Nonsense. Anyway, get whatever you want. Your father finally paid his alimony and I'm rich for the moment.
How's Dad doing?
Oh, he's fine. He's almost completely recovered.
Was he sick?
Only the cancer.
Cancer?
Well, aside from that, the doctor says he's healthy as a horse.
Jesus, Mom, why don't I know anything about this?
Well, I telephoned and it went straight to voicemail.
It's the 21st century, Mom. No one checks their voicemails. Everyone knows if there's something important, you text or message. No one calls up on the phone.
Well, it's not like it was real cancer, Billy. It was prostate cancer.
Mom, old people like Dad die from prostate cancer all the time.
Your father is 55, Billy.
Exactly.
It's no big deal. Prostate cancer is like baby cancer. It's like having the flu now. They can fix it so easily. Snip, snip, and it was out. Now, aside from the uncontrollable urination and complete erectile dysfunction, he'll be as good as new.
Mom, not so loud.
Oh, you spend entirely too much time worrying what other people think, Billy.
I can't believe I didn't know about this.
Well, maybe if you had texted or messaged him. How about if I invite you all to dinner and he can show you his scar?
I would like that.
Bring that girl you like, Liz.
I don't like Liz, Mom. We're co-workers, that's all.
Well, what's the matter? She's as cute as can be.
Well, cute isn't necessarily a solid foundation for a relationship.
Now, don't kid yourself. A person could have no other redeeming quality, but if they're good looking enough, someone, somewhere is going to say, why not?
Well, there's nothing there with Liz, trust me.
Well, then it's your own fault, Billy. You can be very off-putting.
I'm off-putting. Look, Mom,
You're doing it now. Now, all I'm saying is don't be so quick to close the door on potential opportunities in any aspect of your life. And you're getting dessert. Don't even think about not ordering something.
Well, I won't be able to use money saving as a reason for not selling drinks. Booze makes up more than half of our profit.
Listen to this. Before coming to the U.S. in 1997, French-born Moïse Prédoux operated the largest chain of theaters in Paris. From 1999 to 2014, he ran theaters all across New York City before abruptly selling and relocating to the Midwest.
I read it.
He's noted for his unmatched ability to stage spectacular productions and for introducing significant works by unknown authors whose work has gone on to win several Tony Drama Desk Awards and Pulitzer Prizes.
I read it. My question is, what's he doing buying this place?
Exactly. What's he doing buying this place?
Maybe he's a builder. Once he gets things up and running, he loses interest, or maybe it's a tax shelter.
It's a mystery, like what happened to the previous owner.
Terry.
But wait, it gets better. Or worse. According to this other article, Prédoux runs his theaters with an iron fist. He shut down entire productions on opening night because he wasn't happy. Also, he's been involved in numerous lawsuits, and Nat is the initiator.
Swipe right on that guy.
Basically, if there was a Yelp for people, this guy would be 5 stars with critics and audiences, and 1 star with every other single person he comes into contact with.
Oh, it's been nice working with you.
Liz, this guy could come in here and tear everything apart. He could close us down, fire us, or worse, keep us around and make our lives a living hell.
I know, we'll just have to make sure that doesn't happen, okay? We've still got a little bit of time. The new owner will be here in about, 4 hours, so once Billy gets back from lunch, we'll look the place over and make sure it shines like the top of the Chrysler building.
Billy isn't here.
He's at lunch. Why, what's up?
There's something you need to see.
So we're no longer under the assumption that the door is being used only by actors.
Is living here an option now? I could totally save money if I didn't have rent or commute.
Liz. Hello.
Go ahead.
There's a guy here who says he's Mosius Purdue. He says he's the new owner, and he's sorry he's early, but he can't wait to tour